protecting family farms and ranches for over 130 years. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska understands the hard work and dedication of Midwest agriculture. Experience customized coverage backed by personalized service and unmatched financial strength. Keeping your insurance local just makes sense. Visit fmne.com to contact an agent for a free no-obligation quote. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Welcome to the Farmers Mutual of Nebraska postgame press conference for Class C2. We have members of the winning Oakland-Craig Knights team, Coach Scott Kaczynski, and players Briar Ray, Adeline Rennerfeld, Sonia Kaczynski, and Hillary Ray. Coach Kaczynski, if you'd start with some general comments about the game and probably particularly the comeback.
Well, we were down by 12 at half, and I think we shot 23% in the first half. So one of the things we talked about was we weren't going to shoot worse, so we knew we were going to get a little better. So we switched to all half-court defense in the second half. We didn't try to press anymore. We just talked about grinding it out one possession at a time, getting stops and scores. And I thought we were really doing a good job of that until we got it to 5, and then they hit 2 threes in a row and got up by 11 again. And then we had to get the momentum back. But the kids did that. I mean, they just got stops, and I think that was the biggest thing.
Questions? Tim?
Hillary, walk me through the shot there at the end. Obviously, it was a big one, but just to shoot that in that moment, put your team up, and kind of seal the deal there.
Yeah, it was awesome. I heard Coach Kaczynski tell me shoot it, and I was like, all right, so I shot it. Even though I missed
good
like
coaching.
2 in a row, but I knew we practiced really hard for it, and the shots go in, so I just took it, and I was wide open, and it was a great pass.
Addie, did you know how much time was left on the shot clock at all when you made that pass?
I think so. I heard like shoot it or throw it, so I threw it to Hillary and she made it.
Addie, can you talk about the comeback? You kind of did the same thing with Crofton the day before. You were down 2 times to these guys. Talk about the resilience of this team.
You know, we knew we could do it. All we had to do was just work harder, get some stops. And we knew the averages would average themselves out. And if we kept shooting, we were going to make them. And after not great shooting the first half, we obviously made some shots in the second half, which led us to the comeback.
Hillary, as young as you are, did you ever think that you'd be put in the position that you are, and kind of walk us through that one more time, just the emotions that you're going through right now?
Yeah, I'm so happy. This has always been my dream to be with these people. I've played with them since I was younger because I got a sister on the team. Super cool. I've been looked up to them when I was younger, and now I get to play by their side, and it's super cool.
Tim?
Briar, obviously your sister hit the big shot, but there was still time on the clock. You had a big free throw, put you at a double-double. What's kind of going through your mind there that you still have to make a shot and kind of seal the deal still?
Yes, for sure. Hillary put us in a great position there because obviously we were up 4 with 2.4 seconds left or somewhere around that. So I just knew knock these down and it should be for sure done. Obviously I missed one of those, but knocking that one down for sure helped the team seal that off.
Bruce?
Coach, talk about the defending number 33. She kind of had her way the first half, but seemed like it slowed her down a little bit better the second half.
Yeah, I mean, our word is sneaky. You know, we're all 5'7", so we have to be sneaky. And we've used that word for how many years have we used the word sneaky? Long time, right? Mm-hmm. And so we got to dive in and out and go try to double. You know, we kind of had the same problem yesterday with Crofton. I think we held the girl to 17 points and 20 rebounds. I just think in the second half, we did what we talked about. We dove down into the post with our smaller people. We made it harder for her to catch the ball, first of all, and we just didn't give her as many layups. And then we were better at boxing her out when we needed to.
Tim?
Coach, flipping to the other side, defensively she had 16 blocks this tournament. Was 5th in the state coming into the state. How did you guys kind of handle it? Did you switch anything when I think she had 4 blocks in the first half though?
Not really. I mean, we talked about maybe going, you're going to have to shoot some pull-ups instead of trying to get all the way to the rim. But we don't have a way to simulate that. I mean, we did a walkthrough at Lincoln Christian at 12:30 this afternoon, and other than finding a broom and waving it in the air, we probably didn't have much that we could do. So, I mean, she's good. I mean, we knew she was going to be good, and so I was glad in the second half we took the ball to the rim forcefully, and she got called for a couple of fouls, and then we got to shoot some free throws. So I think that was a big part of the game.
Scott, talk about taking this program the final step and also being able to put a medal around your daughter's neck.
Joe Anderson was the head coach before I was, and he's my best friend in the world. And he started this whole thing, and he deserves a lot of credit for this. But these kids have worked, since they've been, this big and dreamed of this. To be able to put the gold medal around my daughter's neck, it was one of those things that I always wanted to do, and I guess I just couldn't let myself. I didn't want to think about it before the game. I just wanted it to happen, and it was cool because my two older kids worked really, really hard, and all of the kids that came before us. I mean, I could sit here and name every senior we've had in the last 6 years since I got here. They're all part of this, and they worked. I mean, you can ask these kids. They were managers when we were here, and they're in the pictures, and they wanted to be here, and they are.
Can any of you guys talk about those teams? Just kind of some girls you looked up to and what they meant to you?
My cousin was on the team, and she was like one of my role models.
Kennedy
She still
Benny.
is. Yeah.
Kennedy Benny.
She plays at Briarcliff, and she's super good, and I still look up to her. And yeah, she brought the program. Daisy Nelson, she's super good. She's insane.
Some more seniors are Sadie and Cheney Nelson. So we were 7th graders when they were playing. I don't know. But we would all line the bleachers, have a whole student section cheering Daisy, Kennedy, Sadie, Cheney, all of them on because we knew one day that we wanted to get to this place. And we wanted it so bad for them because they were the ones who started it here. So just knowing that we got this opportunity is incredible.
Bruce?
Hey, talk about the first one always seems to be the most special, the first title. How much does that mean to you guys? And what last year's watching the other team?
Or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, how much did that play a part?
I mean, watching or losing 2 years ago was so sad because we worked so hard to get to that moment. And it just kind of motivated us. We didn't want to be in that position again. And so we really worked hard to get this.
Tim?
Adeline, obviously you finished with 16 points. Can you talk about kind of the three-point barrage there and, that second half where it was like you guys came back right within 5, they hit back-to-back three-pointers. It just kind of went back and forth there.
Yeah, I wasn't shooting great, but I knew if I was open, I had to shoot it because there wasn't a lot of opportunities when we were open. And, going back and forth, I don't know, I just shot it and it went in. So I don't know.
Dale?
Sonia, what are the emotions for you with winning a state title with your dad?
I think it's great. He's been my coach since forever, I guess. So finally getting the dub can't be much better than this.
Yes.
Coach, we talked yesterday after the Crofton game saying how these were the teams you wanted to go up against because you wanted your team to emulate what these teams were. So just take me into how much you wanted to play this Elkhorn Valley team and just the comeback and all that.
I just think, them being 28-0, I think you want to play the best teams. I mean, and to play Crofton yesterday, that team, they play their guts out all the time. And that's what we want to be. Even if we lose the game, I want people to leave and say, man, those Oakland-Craig kids play hard, and they play for each other, and they play the right way, and they share the ball, and they do the right things. And so Northeast Nebraska basketball there, Crofton, Elkhorn Valley, it's nasty. You got to bring it. Pender earlier, you guys saw them. So that's what we want to be like every year.
Talk about that three-point barrage. Obviously, Elkhorn Valley trying to get stopped late, and then, going to you, Hillary, hit the biggest shot of your life so far to ice the game by 4, 20 seconds left. What's going through your mind after you hit that?
I mean, it was insane. Again, it's always been a dream to do that, and just to knock it down was amazing.
Jim?
Sonia, going back to the teams of the past, obviously you have it a little bit different with your dad being the coach, but, all the seniors just kind of growing up, what has that kind of meant to you, and who did you kind of look up going into this?
I looked up to Kennedy a lot. She could score. She could just do darn near anything, and she'd lock you down. And especially my sister, she was not a scorer at all. But she could make really good passes and get her teammates wide open shots. And I I tried to do that too.
Dale?
Coach, I mean, 2 more state titles for the East Husker today. What makes this conference so good in girls basketball year after year after year?
I don't know. I mean, I just think it's the work that the kids put in. I mean, I think the great thing about it, though, is it prepares us for when we get to sub-districts and districts in here. I mean, our kids aren't afraid of anybody. It doesn't matter who we play. When we have to play Pender and North Bend and, West Point, and there was so many good teams in our conference. Humphrey, I think we played 10 teams that made it to district finals. Somebody told me that. I don't know, but just playing good teams makes us better.
Congratulations once again,
Thank you.
Oakland-Craig Knights.
Thank you.
Class
Thank you,
C2
guys.
state
Thank you so
champions.
much.
Thank you.
You take the towels.
Protecting family farms and ranches for over 130 years. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska understands the hard work and dedication of Midwest agriculture. Experience customized coverage backed by personalized service and unmatched financial strength. Keeping your insurance local just makes sense. Visit fmne.com to contact an agent for a free no-obligation quote. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.